Wow, that is cool.
I always wanted a truck like this.
Right.
So I drew it, and now I built it. There's nothing like the feeling of dragging something home from the weeds and building something that looks like this.
Yeah. Let's see if she'll rock a little. Wow, I love this.
Oh my God, look at it. So we got the carpet in, gauges, new steering wheel. Peace out.
Buffalo, buffalo, buffalo.
You know what? I think he's gonna whack.
He looks really good with a Teletubby in front of him.
With a what? With a what in front of him? Are you okay? Hey, you're on film right now, you know. A what? What?
You look like a Teletubby. Oh, I love you.
Here's my sign of me.
I can't look at you.
We're family friendly.
I know, but I'm gonna pee my pants.
Classic Truck Rescue. Supposed to be a perfect Oregon summer day. Supposed to be a high of 76. Blue skies and a chance of a sprinkle. But I wanted to give you an update real quick on the building. I'm so excited about this. This is the last leg of the actual building. Now I still have to put a floor in it, but the floor can wait until we get the house done. Really got to get the house done. Still trying to get in the house before November, and that's going to mean a lot of long days coming up, but I think I have everything that I need in place. Most of what I need as far as materials. I still got to put a septic in. They're putting a well in, trying to make it all come together. Thank you, Lord, for seriously, thank you, Lord, for all of this. The amount of distance that Jamie and I have covered between when we first got this property and where it is now has done nothing but increase my faith in God. I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect Christian. I still screw up. None of us are perfect, but I believe that we have a perfect God that loves us, and this is so good for me, and that is so good for Jamie. We're so excited. But I wanted to take a moment and kind of update you on what's going on. Some people haven't seen the saga of the building. It's been 6-7 years in the making, folks. I put the posts in the ground. Jamie helped me put that one in there. We made a video of it, and it's been 7 years since then. My dad, Lou, and I do call him my dad. He taught me a lot, and he was a good man, and he was good to my mom. Showed me how to build the first section of the roof on the ground, and we raised that section together with remote controls and cables. And then he promptly broke his hip, and I lost my foreman. I waited a long time. I assumed, oh, he's going to do some physical therapy and Lou's going to be back and show me how to do some more, and it never happened. He didn't do his physical therapy. I mean, nothing against Lou, he just didn't. And so if you have an injury and you're older that you have to do physical therapy for, he taught me that. He taught me that. Do the work, keep working. Anyway, so the building sat for a long time, and finally I just realized, you know, he showed me how to build one section. Let me start building some more sections. And I raised them. That section right there, I raised the whole thing by myself with 2 remotes. And then put in all the purlins. That took a long time. I tried hiring guys a couple of times, and it led to problems. They were younger guys, and some of them were good and some of them weren't. I'm just going to put it like that. But they all did things a little different, and it led to stuff like my girts being in different positions right there. And finally I realized I just had to do it by myself. So I did most of the framing by myself. It had a little finishing up and some braces that needed putting in from just sitting so long and correcting warps and stuff like that. But the wood's solid, it's weathered, it's aged, but it's solid. And when I had it almost done, my buddy Jim told me about Randy, and he said, hey, this guy, all he does is pole barns, and he's good and he's fast and he's cheap. And all of that's true. I figured, well, what can I lose? I'll pay him to put my roof on, and we'll see how that goes. And it went well, because the roof's been on there, I believe, 2 years now. Yeah, I think the roof's been on here 2 years. And everyone always told me, oh, that insulation with the plastic on it's gonna be a total pain, because every time you get a little leak, it's gonna make these bubbles and stuff. No bubbles, folks, thank you, Lord. And no bubbles. Now, when you're sinking those screws through all that, you're sinking thousands of screws. And the odds of missing one and not getting that gasket squished are good. But Randy paid close attention, and when he did miss, he would put a bigger screw with some silicone on it, and there's no leaks. Eventually, maybe there will be one. It probably looks like there's one down there on that end. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just where the insulation isn't up under that top girt. I can get up there and just tuck that in. There's a couple places where the insulation was ripped. There's a piece of plastic that was used to wrap it that just needs to be pulled off. There's another one. So I still got to go up and touch up. I have a few braces to put in, but I'm so happy. I'm so happy with this building. That looks sketchy over there because we had a post that was severely warped. We had to cut it off, put it in. There's braces where normally there wouldn't be braces. There's a reason I put those braces there. It was to keep that section. That was the last section that I put up. And it was severely warped because the trusses had been stuck up against the end posts, and the ends were freestanding. I didn't even put braces like that. I'm not a carpenter, folks. I'm not. What I've learned is what I've learned here. Those cross braces right there don't need to be on there anymore, and I probably will take them off as soon as Randy gets the metal on this side. I've been just setting up a camera. I don't like to get in Randy's way when he's working, so I've been just setting a camera up. Matter of fact, the Runs All Day camera's over there next to Yunkin from yesterday with a dead battery, no doubt. And I stay out of his way. And then I just high speed Randy doing his Randy thing. But my door frames are in. That's the door that came with the building. And this is the man door, person door, the man door, that came with the building. I used it and the frame for my cow barn because when I was trying to get the permits to bring the house over, I had to build a barn in a week and a half. You still haven't seen that video, but I did do it. And I used that door that came with the building package. So I got a replacement door. And it wasn't the right size because I didn't measure the door before I got the replacement door. Anyways, Randy, long story. I took the door off the barn and brought it over here, and I figured we'd put it in that frame so that Randy could use the door on the building because it's metal skinned. But I didn't measure. That's a 32-inch door. That's a 36-inch door. We needed 36. So Randy, God bless him, showed up yesterday with a used door. It had a few dings in it, and the jamb was had a cut section out of it. And he said we could use this because it would be better than that. And he gave me a really good price on it. So I said, I'll take that. And then I took it out to the barn and put it on the barn and took that door off again and brought it back here. Long story short, we have the door that came with the building in the building. It's good. Anyway, this is the big roll-up door. Well, this is the opening for the big roll-up door that came with the building. And then a couple of years ago, Jamie and I, well, she went with me, but I found a garage door, 7-foot by 12-foot garage door on the interwebs for $50, and I went and got it, and I believe it came with everything, but I have to find the box that has the hinges and everything. Randy already framed in for this door, and that's the best I can do right now. And I know everyone's probably thinking, oh, you should put more bay doors and you should have a door over here. Look, this is what I got, and I thought the best use was to have my big door right here because it's right between the shops and my little driveway that I bought. I've always had a vision for this property, and this is part of it right here. This is the Hot Rod Alley. This is a Roadhouse Alley right here. That's what that is. Anyway, so I thought that was a good way to set the doors up. I can get something super big in here that way. This one I can open up and have access to the CTR lumberyard. Thank you, Terry. And, you know, this stuff down here, Tinker's gonna go right there. And I'm super excited. Anyways, I was just gonna do a little side note there, and I've been bending your ear for an hour now, but I'll edit this down. Anyway, so Randy's coming back today, and also I haven't been filming me. I am lending Randy gets all the props for this. He does. And he gets props for the metal on the building. Oh, I was going to tell you, I tried him out on the roof, and then he did such a good job on the roof. Plus, I was able to pay him one section at a time because I couldn't pay him to do the whole. He gave me a number for the whole building. I was like, oh, I'll never have that. So I said, we'll start with the roof. How much is that? So he gave me a price for that. When he got done with the roof, I said, how much would you charge me to do that wall over there so the street out front won't be offended when it drives by? It'll block their view of everything, and then the street won't be offended. He gave me a price for that wall. I said, put it up. And then while he was putting that wall up, I felt him out on the ends. I actually paid for one end at a time. But I can only give him a green light on a section of the building when I have the funds to pay him, because he needs to be paid when he's done. He does good work and kicks butt. Anyways, so I had to save up for this section. This was the most expensive section right here because it had the doors in it. But, praise God, we'll be able to pay Randy when he's done. And I'm done bumping my gums. Peace out.
They cut my shifts at the mill. I fell behind on my bills, and when you're late, they try to charge you more money. They were riding my back, so I just cut them a check. Then the bank charged me a low balance fee. Yeah, it ain't cheap being poor.
It ain't cheap being poor.
No, it ain't cheap being poor.
It ain't cheap being poor.
I work hard for my pay, and they take it away, and they wonder why the hell I'm so poor. I wanna buy a boat to try to save a few bucks, but I can't 'cause I'm down to my last penny. And my insurance is high on my beat up old ride, 'cause I'm living on the rough side of the city. Yeah, it ain't cheap being poor.
It ain't cheap being poor.
Yeah, it ain't cheap being poor.
It ain't cheap being poor.
I work hard for my pay, and they take it away, and they wonder why the hell I'm so poor. Yeah, it ain't cheap being poor.
It ain't cheap being poor.
No, it ain't cheap being poor.
It ain't cheap being poor.
I work hard for my pay, and they take it away, and they wonder why the hell I'm so poor. It ain't no wonder why the hell I'm so poor.
I had to use that to wash a panel on the garage door over there. So what are we doing right now, Randy?
We're gonna put the tracks up. Yeah, you gotta hold the back side of it while I bolt it up from the front.
Okay.
Probably wanna go right over the top of the truss. Be the easiest way to hang on to it.
What?
I said towards you a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a good thing we don't have the rat running in here. It'd be right in the way.
Is it?
Yeah, the hanger brackets are right in the way.
It's perfect right now if you can hold it still like that.
I'm just gonna hold it still right where we're at.
It's perfect.
Alright, let me get position because I'm gonna have to stretch. It's gonna be a little awkward.
You ready?
I'm ready. Let me know if you need me to go one way or another. 7/8.
As soon as you're done with that gun, I gotta take these legs out.
I'm done with it. But just let me since he's down and then I'm done. Actually, those rat runs can still go in the same place if I can whack off about 5 or 6 inches of the end of that rail. Because they don't go past where those bolts are, right?
No, I just made it. They shouldn't. It's 14 feet. Just no, it should be fine. Or-
Here.
Now, if you set up on the other side, just like this.
Okay. All right, we should get some film this time. I was telling Randy, every time I give him a hand, the camera stops working. All 5 minutes of help that I've given him have been lost. Well, should I just let you go up first?
Because everything will fall off.
Oh,
We gotta go up together.
all right.
One of us gotta come back one direction.
I'll let you call the shots.
Okay, I'll come this way so you can go on top. Let's see.
You want to come back towards me now?
Yep. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
up.
running into the...
Okay, come back my
Oh,
way.
there we go.
Set it right on top of the bracket there. The square part.
This?
Yeah, that goes right on top of the... Yeah. That's where we put our bolts and our legs.
Okay.
Let's do the legs first.
You do the lags first?
I do.
Well, I'm gonna run the bolts in the holes. Oh, they're adjustable anyway, huh?
Mine's all lined up. How far is your bar sticking through?
2 inches.
Well, we can have some more bar then. Mine's about an inch from the truss.
Well, we need to bring this over anyway.
I know. That just moves.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. No, it don't wanna move, does it?
No, it doesn't.
That's weird. There we go. I got about,
All right, I got about
inches.
3.5 inches hanging out now. 3.5.
Okay.
Looks
Got
pretty
more
good.
than that, but
Huh?
I've got more than that. But that's all right. I have to get that.
Whoa!
Whoa, whoa, back towards me. Okay.
All right, I got about 5 inches hanging out now.
Okay, there we go.
Got about
Let's see.
4 inches.
Yep, me too.
Okay.
Good.
All right, I only brought 1 9/16 up with me.
Let's see.
You should have both of yours because I brought one of mine. Okay, thank you.
How's that look straight?
I think it's going to be good. It'll go down a little when I let it go.
I just learned a trick, you know, if you paint a white line across these, then when you're winding it, you can't forget because there'll be for every space that's in the line as you start winding it is a wind. So you can't lose track of you can't lose track of where you're at.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Do you
but-
know how many winds it's supposed to be?
Yeah, it's 11 and 1/3.
11 and a third winds?
Uh-huh. Yeah, 11 is complete circles and 1/3. I'll go 12. But now we got to, I got a wrench on me. We got to put
I
a
got a
cable on.
7/16 wrench.
I got to get my vice grips real quick. So I can vice grip the bar.
Oh yeah.
And then just tighten that drum and then all we got left to do is wind it. Do you have a 7/16? What is it? 12 point?
I got my 12 point in, right?
I know, but do you have a socket?
Yeah.
I mean, because when I
I
get
can
the
go get one.
when I get the springs wound, it's a lot easier
All right.
to be able to just ratchet it and
I
tighten.
agree. I'm gonna go get you a.
Is it 16
16.
or 12 point? 12 point, right?
Yeah, because that's what's working on my wrench.
11 millimeter or 7/16.
The first opening of the big door on the big shop.
Ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Randy almost had it open. I said, wait.
Oh, wait. Where's the rope? You're gonna want to be able to pull it back down.
Get a rope. Yeah, I can see that we're gonna have to put some lights in this shop.
What did I miss?
Oh, the vice grips.
I knew I missed something. Something's a little tight.
It looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, something's a little tight.
Oh yeah?
But
Hey, that's good enough to get my car trailer out.
yeah, I can adjust it tomorrow.
All right, that's fine.
No big deal, just a little bit tight somewhere.
Well, I can get the trailer out, so we're good. Little adjustment, the door will be fine.
Yeah.
Hey Randy, I'm still gonna look for that hardware for that door, but I went ahead and ordered a whole set that'll be here Sunday. Because new hardware ain't gonna hurt, right? nice, brother. Don't let it heat up freely, though. Sweet. I love it. That looks pretty good. Almost automatic. I guess I could get an opener for that because it doesn't require a whole lot of strength. Right? That's nice.
Alarm goes off at 4:45. Roll out of bed, rub the sleep from my eyes. Throw on a shirt and some jeans and my boots, and then it's time to make that morning drive. Work all day till I'm totally beat. Get back home and fall right to sleep. Alarm goes off in the morning and the cycle's complete. Work, sleep, repeat. Yeah, work, sleep, that's all I ever do anymore. Work, sleep, work, sleep. Somewhere up the line I forgot what I was working for. Yeah, there goes life, looks like it ain't slowing down for me. All I ever do is work, sleep, repeat. Seems like yesterday I was 17, running bootlegs and draws and screens. Now I'm running up debt and I'm scrambling to make ends meet. So work, sleep, repeat. Yeah, work, sleep, that's all I ever do anymore. Work, sleep. Somewhere up the line I forgot what I was working for. Yeah, there goes life, looks like it ain't slowing down for me. All I ever do is work, sleep, repeat. Sometimes at work I just sit around and fantasize about how I can save myself from dying in this working life. And that alarm goes off again at 4:45. Roll out in bed, rub the sleep from my eyes. Throw on a shirt and some jeans and my boots, and then it's time to make that morning drive. Yeah, work, sleep, that's all I ever do anymore. Work, sleep. Somewhere up the line I forgot what I was working for. Yeah, there goes life, looks like it ain't slowing down for me. All I ever do is work, sleep, repeat. All I ever do is work, sleep, repeat. All I ever do is work, sleep, repeat.
Well, folks, it's been a long time coming, but we're just about there. Randy and Patrick. I had to show everyone you putting the last piece on, Randy. And Jamie and I thank you immensely for helping us get this done. It's been 6-7 years coming. Yeah.
I'm guessing you
Oh.
rather put the dirty one on than the dented up one.
Yeah, why don't I clean that up real quick?
Okay.
This is the last piece.
Yeah.
It's the last piece of metal going on the building, folks. Why would you put that up there dirty on that nice clean building?
Don't ever do that again.
Okay. This is going to be your job. I got to hold it in up there.
Okay.
To,
Hold it up to you.
yeah, because I can't
Okay.
hold it against the roof.
I got
that way to get it up high
Yeah.
enough. I got to help guide it in that little slot. Well, don't do that. I've had enough concussions. Okay, we're in now. Okay, push it up. Push up as hard as you can. Just drop the screw, you okay?
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Get it screwed. The screw. Did it drop too far? No. No, that should work just fine. Thank you, sir. Well, you want to put another in it so it doesn't cock sideways on you? Sure. Yeah, right now.
I'm just gonna hang on to it for you a few more. Let's have my clothes to go places. Better?
Yeah. Good. Thank you, sir.
Do we have enough of that corner trim, Randy?
If I remember right, I think we did.
Yeah, I grabbed another piece out of there and put it with it today.
Okay.
That's it for filming Randy. I want to thank you again, Randy, for coming out here and totally kicking butt on this building. It looks great. Made my day.
Pleasure.